Record rainfall triggers massive flooding and evacuations in central China. In a shocking display of nature's fury, central China is grappling with one of its most severe summer storms in recent memory. A catastrophic downpour battered Xianfeng, a city in Hubei province, dumping more than a month's worth of rain in just 12 hours. The unprecedented rainfall began late on Monday night, quickly overwhelming the city's drainage systems and unleashing devastating flash floods. Residents of Xianfeng, a bustling city of around 300,000 people, woke to scenes of chaos and destruction. Raging brown torrents surged through the streets, sweeping away vehicles, submerging homes, and destroying businesses. Footage shared across Chinese social media captured cars floating down highways, streets transformed into rivers, and residents wading chest-deep through muddy floodwaters, desperately seeking higher ground. Local authorities moved quickly in response to the disaster. By Tuesday morning, over 18,000 residents had been evacuated to temporary shelters set up in schools, government buildings, and community centers. To ensure public safety, schools were closed, public bus services suspended, and emergency response teams were dispatched throughout the city to conduct rescues and assist those trapped in flooded areas. The flood also caused widespread disruption to essential services. Entire neighborhoods were left without electricity and clean water, forcing thousands to rely on emergency supplies. Rescue workers, including firefighters and military personnel, were seen distributing drinking water, food, and blankets to those stranded. According to Chinese meteorologists, this disaster is not an isolated event, but a stark reminder of how climate change is intensifying extreme weather patterns. Warmer global temperatures have increased the moisture-holding capacity of the atmosphere, leading to more frequent and heavier rainfall. Scientists warn that these kinds of supercharged rain events will only become more common in the coming years. Areas like Xianfeng are particularly vulnerable. Nestled in a mountainous region, the steep terrain channels rainwater rapidly into valleys, turning small streams into violent torrents within minutes. These sudden, high-velocity floods leave little time for residents to react. Compounding the danger, many rural areas lack sophisticated weather forecasting systems or modern flood defenses, leaving communities exposed and unprepared when extreme weather strikes. This extreme weather event is part of a broader pattern affecting much of central and southern China. In recent weeks, several provinces, including Hunan, Henan, Guangxi, Guizhou, and parts of Chongqing, have been battered by torrential rains. Rivers have burst their banks, dams are under immense pressure, and landslides have become an increasing threat in mountainous regions. Reports indicate that across the affected areas, over 300,000 people have been displaced, with homes submerged, farmlands destroyed, and critical infrastructure damaged. The death toll continues to rise, with multiple fatalities reported and several people still missing. In response to the worsening crisis, the Chinese government has ramped up disaster relief efforts. Emergency funds have been released, and authorities have expanded Social Security coverage to compensate victims for property loss, including damage to homes, crops, and livestock. Relief teams are distributing supplies, setting up temporary shelters, and restoring power and water services where possible. Additionally, meteorological agencies have issued red flood warnings, the highest level alert, for numerous provinces, signaling that more rain is expected in the coming days. Flash flood warnings remain in effect, particularly for Hubei, Hunan, Henan, and neighboring provinces. Experts argue that while the immediate response is critical, long-term solutions must be prioritized. This includes investing in more robust flood defense infrastructure, modernizing early warning systems, and implementing better urban drainage designs capable of handling extreme rainfall events. The devastating floods in Xianfeng are a stark reflection of a growing global crisis. Similar patterns of extreme rainfall and flooding have been seen this year in India, Germany, Brazil, and the United States. Climate scientists warn that unless global greenhouse gas emissions are significantly reduced, such disasters will continue to escalate in both frequency and severity. For now, the people of Xianfeng and countless others across central China face the daunting task of rebuilding their lives amidst the ruins left behind by nature's fury. Their resilience will be tested in the coming weeks, as forecasts predict continued rainfall and the threat of further flooding lingers.